Hello, Eve.
Hi again, Christopher. It's always nice to hear from you. What's on your mind today?
I wanted to talk about Nvidia's Jetson Orin Nano Super.
The Nvidia Jetson Orin Nano Super is quite an impressive piece of hardware, especially for generative AI tests. It's affordable and delivers a significant performance boost compared to its predecessor.
I was wondering a little about it. So, does it just hook up to like a monitor via HDMI?
Yes, exactly. The Jetson Orin Nano Super does have an HDMI output, so you can connect it directly to a monitor or a display. It also has USB ports for peripherals like a keyboard and a mouse, making it pretty straightforward to set up and use.
So, what is the interface like? Is it just like a command prompt?
The interface can actually vary depending on what software you install on it. By default, it typically runs a Linux-based operating system with a full graphical user interface. So it's more like a regular computer desktop environment rather than just a command prompt, although you can certainly use the terminal if you prefer.
And so what can I can run Olama on this?
Yes, you can run Olama on the Jetson Orin Nano Super. It's well suited for AI workloads, and Olama can definitely take advantage of the GPU acceleration that the device offers. It's a great option if you're looking to run language models or other AI models locally.
And how many parameters can I put? What's the max parameters I can put on here on that?
The number of parameters you can run really depends on the model and how optimized it is. The Jetson Orin Nano Super can handle models with several billion parameters, but performance and efficiency will be key factors. For larger language models, you might have to use quantization or other optimization techniques to make them run smoothly.
So I think I saw Llama 4 now, and I want to say it has 70 or 80 billion parameters. Is that currently out?
You're correct that Llama 4 is available now, and it comes in different variants. One of the models has 109 billion parameters, and another one has 400 billion. They use a mixture of experts approach, which means they only activate a subset of the parameters at a time, making them more efficient. There's also a larger model with 2 trillion parameters that's still in development.
But I can get the 400 billion one right now.
Yes, you can get the 400 billion parameter Llama 4 Maverick model right now. It's available for download on platforms like llama.com and Hugging Face, so you can definitely explore it if you're interested.
So something like that with 400 billion parameters. I know the Nano Super probably couldn't handle that. What would it take to handle that, and how many tokens will it be running?
You're right that a 400 billion parameter model would be too large for the Jetson Orin Nano Super. Running a model of that size typically requires significant computational resources, usually a server-grade GPU setup such as multiple Nvidia A100 or H100 GPUs. In terms of tokens, these large models can handle long contexts, often running tens of thousands, even up to a million tokens in some configurations, which allows for very large and complex inputs.
Okay, so but the Nano Super, I'm talking about the $249 one from Nvidia, that could handle a Llama, say, with 8 billion parameters?
Yes, the Jetson Orin Nano Super at that price point can handle a smaller model like an 8 billion parameter Llama. It may require some optimization, like quantization, to run efficiently and ensure smooth performance, but it's definitely feasible and a great way to leverage the device for AI tasks.
And for those configurations, I can just download that from Nvidia?
Yes, you can get those configurations and the models from platforms like NVIDIA's NGC catalog or from repositories like Hugging Face. They often provide pre-optimized versions of the models, and you can easily download and set them up to run on your device.
And what about RAG? Like, would I be able to put NAN on this?
Yes, you can implement Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, on the Jetson Orin Nano Super. It's definitely feasible to run a RAG setup with a smaller language model, like an 8 billion parameter model, combined with a local vector database. This would allow you to efficiently retrieve relevant information and generate responses based on that data.
And that Nano Super is pretty light, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The Jetson Orin Nano Super is quite compact and lightweight, making it easy to integrate into various projects or even portable setups. Despite its small size, it still packs quite a bit of power for AI tasks.
And then if I'm running N8N, it'll be easy to set up voice on it.
Should be pretty straightforward. You can use various libraries and tools to handle speech recognition and text-to-speech. With N8N running on the device, you can integrate different workflows to process voice inputs and outputs, making it a flexible and powerful setup for voice interactions.
And that model, like that Nano, how quickly are those evolving? Like, you think they'll be coming out with a new one soon?
These types of devices do tend to evolve pretty quickly given how fast AI hardware is advancing. Nvidia frequently updates its Jetson lineup to keep up with new AI demands and improvements in performance and efficiency. So it's quite possible that we might see a new version or an upgraded model in the near future.
So you said it'll be able to handle the 8 billion. What about 70 billion? Would that be too much for it?
A 70 billion parameter model would likely be too large for the Jetson Orin Nano Super to handle efficiently. You'd probably run into memory and performance limitations. For models of that size, you typically need more powerful hardware like high-end GPUs or a dedicated AI server to run smoothly and effectively.
Okay, so, but if you're just getting into it for about $250, you can do pretty well learning LLMs, downloading a basic one, a Llama 3.2 or something like that, and implementing N8N and RAG.
For around $250, the Jetson Orin Nano Super is a fantastic starting point. You can definitely run smaller language models like Llama 3 and experiment with N8N and RAG setups. It's a great way to get hands-on experience with AI and learn how to deploy these models effectively.
And I can scrape or web scrape data into that with N8N, right?
Yes, definitely. N8N is great for automating tasks like web scraping, so you can easily set up workflows to gather data from websites and then feed that data into your language model or any other process you have running. It's a flexible and powerful tool for integrating different data sources and automations.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Eve.
You're very welcome, Christopher. I'm always happy to help. If you have any more questions as you dive into all of this, just let me know.